very warm welcome to Anil Nair classes. I'm Sheetal, your English trainer, as you all know now by now that I have almost 18 years of experience of teaching English to students in various competitive exams, right? So I am pretty sure that with the help of this experience which I have gained in terms of teaching field, I will definitely be able to help you overcome the fear which you have for your English text section. Now, even those who are preparing very regularly, sincerely, when it comes to the English section, students they always come and say that they're scared of English section. But believe me, it's nothing like rocket science, it's just a language. If you can master your local language, you can master this language also. It's just that you need three things. See, you are preparing for certain exams to get a job, right? Nobody is forcing you to do. You have reached a particular age where we can't force you, right? As kids, you are grown up. See, when you were young, we were able to force you study and prepare. But right now, we can just guide you. There are only three things which are already instilled in your heart, which are going to help you to succeed. So those three things are dream, desire, and determination. Right? So now if you have a dream of getting a job, you have a desire to learn new things and you're determined to learn new things and fulfill your dreams, nobody can stop you. Right? So let's keep these three things in our mind and we'll move ahead with our topic. We'll not deviate from what we have to learn. Right? Now, key to grammar, what I say is consistency. Now you talk about any topic in grammar, right? Rather whether you're talking about noun, you're talking about pronoun, or you're talking about your subject verb agreement, or whether you're talking about the next thing is your pronoun agreement, pronoun and noun agreement. I'm listing out only the concepts which I have explained you in my topics, right? Whatever the lectures I have taken till now, whatever I have explained you, let's discuss about that only, right? We'll keep on adding new topics to that. Noun pronoun agreement also we discussed, right? We also discussed about adjectives and adverbs. Now, these are the major things on based of which your error spotting questions will be coming, right? So, these are 6 topics which we are dealing right now and we are trying to find errors, right? So, I say for all these things, there is only one rule, consistency. Forget about everything else. The simplest rule is consistency, right? Now, here itself, you look at the something which I've written on top. I wrote dream, desire, determination. Is there consistency in what I've written? I really don't think so. So, something which you must have ignored, but being a grammar nerd, I'm looking forward towards it. See, dream, I've written with the capital letter. Desire also with the capital letter. But why exactly this determination D with the lowercase letter? Either I should write all the D's should be capital letters or all of them should be in the lowercase letter. Then you see it will be a grammatically correct expression, right? So like that kind of the eye you should have to find out or spot a error in any sentence. To look at, to listen, it looks wonderful, nice, and then fine, everything is fine. But then there is a issue still. The first two D's are capital and the third D is lowercase. Either put all of them with the lowercase letter or all of them with the capital letter. Then the consistency has to be there, will be there. So consistency, a noun should be consistent with the other nouns which are present in the sentence. A pronoun must be consistent with the other pronouns and the nouns. Now, subject is only noun and a pronoun. So a subject must be consistent with the verb, right? Verb to verb agreement should also be there. So a verb must be consistent with the other verbs. A pronoun must be consistent with the noun to which it agrees. A adjective must be consistent with the word which it is modifying. Same thing applies for your adverb also, that it should be consistent with the word it modifies. So what I'm trying to say, I am for all these 6 things, I'm just using one word. Consistency has to be there. Keep this in mind. Solving or mastering the art of solving these error spotting questions, there is no rocket science. It's just simple concepts plus certain things are there which you should memorize. See, understanding is one thing, memorization is another thing. If you want to understand certain things, I'm always there any time of the day, any moment you can approach me for the help. I'm there to make your understanding related to that concept clear. But memorization, I cannot sit and memorize for you. Those things you have to memorize. Now, what are the different ways to memorize? Either you read that particular thing twice, thrice. See, everybody's capability to understand and to learn is different. I'm there for you to help you understand the concept. If I have to explain 5 times, I'm there. But certain things which you have to memorize, you have to memorize. I can guide you how to memorize. I can tell you what exactly you have to do to memorize. But that hard work you have to put in. You should have that desire and determination to fulfill your dream of getting a job. Right? So there are certain things which you have to memorize. I will keep adding on this thing to you. I'll keep telling you that this is something which you have to memorize. If you follow that, believe me, solving these error spotting questions will become just a matter of seconds for you. And always remember, you get how much time? You get 30 questions and you get 20 minutes to solve them. That means you don't even get 1 minute per question. So when 1 minute is also not there, that means what? You should have these concepts in your mind. It should become your second nature to find errors in these sentences. So once these errors, these concepts are there in your mind, then that is the only condition. Then only you will reach a particular state where you will be able to solve these questions, all of your English section, 30 questions in 20 minutes. And uske liye you have to work hard. And certain things you have to memorize. Fine, let's not waste time. Move ahead to the next thing. Now, right now we are dealing with the pronoun error spotting, right? Now, even those of you who are very well versed with the English end up making the silliest of errors in English grammar. Now, it's very natural tendency, but error spotting is not an art that one cannot master. It's just the matter of sparing by certain guidelines and practice, practice, practice. Nothing else. Now, I'll tell you just simple things about the pronouns once again, which I've already given you in your lecture or the theory part of the pronoun which we are doing. Now, again, we revise quick revision, not a detailed revision, but quick, which can actually help you to solve a lot of questions. See, we know pronouns can act as the subject, pronouns can act as object, right? Now, what are subject pronouns? I, there's something with which you can start a sentence, right? I, we, he, she, it, they. These are your, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's think about some family. In your family, you are there, right? So, you will add you also. You can also act as the subject, right? I am there, you are there. So when I and you are there, we are there in a family. He is also there, she is also there, and it, certain things are also present in our family, right? We have a lot of things, and all of them, when they are there, we refer to them they. Clear? So we have family of 7 members, joint family, right? So let's see who all are there in our family. I, you, we, he, she, it, they. These are all our family members. So a family of 7 members is the subject pronoun. Now, with we as an object, we can have us. For I can say me. For he, I can say him. So twin of eyes. We are talking about twins in a family. So I say me, from we, us, he, him, she, her. It is same, it only. They, them. You also will have you only. These are all the twins which are our object pronouns. So just remember the family of 7 people, and then objects. Say from I, you will say me. From we, us. He, him. She, her. It, they, them. You. Write down these things 10 times, my dear children, and think as a family. This subject object pronoun drama will go away from your life, right? So you have to remember, if you will see, you have solved a lot of questions with me, you have always found how they create the question. Wherever a subject is pronoun is needed, they will end up putting object. Wherever an object is needed, they'll put subject. What is one big deal in that? I already taught you how to find the subject, how to find the object. You know that, then quickly do it. No, it should not take minutes together to solve this. So this is very simple. Clear? Now the next error what they create is with your possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns, they are, see, we are talking about the functional grammar. Now your pronouns also can act as the adjectives, right? So we have pronoun, so possessive pronouns, something which are present before the noun and after the noun. So something which is present before the noun, we call them as adjective form of the possessive pronoun, right? So we call them as possessive adjective. Okay? So just write book over here. You should do this. The slide, whatever I am writing, I am telling you, you will write down 5 times. And then you start solving your questions. I am pretty sure if you're solving 100 questions, I am sure with my experience, I can tell you can solve almost 90% of your questions correctly. With just this little bit what I'm trying to tell you in this. I have already told you, I'm repeatedly telling you again time. Please pay attention and follow my instructions what I'm asking you to learn. So I can say my book, right? I can say his book, her book, our book, their book, your book. These are all your possessive adjectives and they are placed before the noun. Then we have possessive pronouns. They are placed after the verb. They are not placed before the noun. So I can say this book is, now whatever you can fill up in this blank. This book is mine. This book is yours. This book is theirs. This book is his. This book is hers. This book is mine, yours, theirs, hers, ours. Now what you observe over here is these possessive pronouns, they are ending with S. But even though they are ending with S, we will not put S after them. Apostrophe plus S after them. For the very simple things, if I teach you, if I'm teaching you same thing again, some of you may be feeling why? Last class only she has done this, she is doing it again. Some big pundits are there, they will say why repeating? Repetition is needed so that you revise and the concepts stay in your mind. But now again, see when you, if I tell you to do your homework once. Okay, fine. Again, after some time, say do your homework. Will you really like if your mom keeps telling you or giving you the same instructions over and over again? Definitely you will not write. So repetition we don't like, isn't it? So here, when this word yours itself, the name itself is possessive pronoun, why exactly you want to put the apostrophe plus s? So remember, no apostrophe plus s with them. Remember this thing. Clear? This much you learn. There are some other rules also which we will think, right? As and when they'll come step by step. In one day you cannot win the Rome. It takes steps, right? Learn this. After few slides, again I'll give you some topics, certain rules which you have to learn, write down 5 times and learn. This is what, this slide, whatever is written, I want each and every one of you to read out loud and write 5 times, memorize them. That's it. Simple. I've just told you the difference between the subject pronoun and the object pronouns. Clear? Fine. Let's move ahead and start solving our questions. Now keep counting out that based on these 3 points, I've just told you about subject pronoun, object pronoun, possessive pronoun. 3 topics. Three points. That's it. How many questions you are able to solve? Forget about the others where you have to apply the other rule. That I'll tell you again later. Slowly you will be learning. Fine, let's move ahead. Now, in these questions, read each sentence to find out whether there is any error. You know the question will be divided into four parts. One error will be there. There are students who ask me, ma'am, nowadays pattern has changed. They are asking multiple errors in one error spotting question. Fine. But if you know how to identify one error, I am pretty sure if there are 5 errors also you will be able to do. Right? We'll go step by step. Learn to identify the first error. Second one, you will automatically be able to figure it out. You don't have to practice that much. It's just that the different way they are asking you questions. So if your concepts are clear, whether there are 2 errors, 3 errors or 1 error, doesn't matter. You can solve them, right? So let's start off with this. And I told you each answer choice, we have to focus on those 6 topics or the concepts which we have discussed, right? So I'll say it is not easy for anyone to command. So verb is what is. So what is not easy? It is the subject pronoun proper place for anyone to command. It's perfectly fine grammatically, get rid of it. Respect from one's friend and critics. Now here is the consistency there. So from anyone to you have reached once, that consistency is there. But once friends and critics, that means friends are once, but the critics could be of anyone else. So when you're talking about one's friends, here also you should write one's friend. Again, I talk about the consistency of the words. The consistency is something which can help you to find out this error. We'll get rid of C and D. Always remember 30 questions, 20 minutes. So you have to be very quick. So B is our answer. Right now I'm doing little slow because I want you all to learn the strategies, learn the rules with each question. Fine, let's move ahead to the next question. You and myself will enjoy. So will enjoy is our verb. Who will enjoy? Will it be myself or you and I? I know you and I. Myself is not in the family of my subject pronoun. So when myself is not the member of my subject pronoun family, how can I keep it? I will know that A is my right answer. I know a reason. I can easily get rid of B, C and D. My answer is E. Just move ahead. They who are in this room should not move from the place. So, they who are in this room. So, they is what? Are in this room. Who are in this room? Who? Who is my subject pronoun? I need a object pronoun over here. So, when my family of subject pronoun, who is the subject pronoun? I know. They is the subject pronoun. I don't need over here. If I ask, are there in the room? Who are there in the room? Will you get the answer? They no. You don't get it, right? So I need those who are in this room, right? Again, subject pronoun, object pronoun. Remember that family of subject and the object pronouns. You'll be able to solve the questions correctly. So my answer is A. Let's move ahead to the next slide. He, you and I. Yeah, this is what I know. He is the third person. This is the second person. This is the first person. Shall arrange everything and shall not ask them for help. So what could be the error in this? What's the error which you are finding it out over here? Is it what? Third person, second person, you person. What I discussed with you is this order itself is wrong. There are 3 orders which we have discussed. We have discussed about the first person, second and the third person. This is there when we have the negative situation. You have 2, 3, 1 in terms of positive situation. That's it. I'm talking about the pronoun persons. Don't have to learn more. There is no order where we have 3, 2, 1. It's either 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 1. You just remove the position of your first person, nothing else. Third person will be either towards the end or in the middle. So here itself I know there is an error. And what shall not ask them for help over here, right? So decide what is the kind of a situation, positive or negative, and then decide. So here itself, without even looking towards the B, C and D, my student should be able to figure out that there is error with A. No need to see whether it is good or bad. When third is coming in the first, that here itself the error is there. Move ahead because now we have to learn to quickly solve. Was it me? Now, was is the verb. We will find the verb. Who was it? I should get the answer as I. Me is my object pronoun. I don't need the object pronoun. I need the subject pronoun. I found the error. A is my answer. B, C and D. Quickly you have to learn. So when you are able to name the error, why exactly you want to read B, C and D? Next one. The officer as well as the assistants absented themselves from the office. So assistants, officer, absented themselves. Themselves is a plural. It's referring to officers as well as the assistants. Perfect consistency is there. There is no error. Get rid of A, B and C. Let's move ahead to the next. As a student of science, she is far better than him. Now whenever I see a then, there is a comparison happening. When the comparison is happening, you can do the comparison between the same person. See, your parents also must have compared you, right? All of us, even my parents used to compare me with somebody else, some cousin, sister, somebody who was scoring very well. But what we used to say, don't compare with me with someone who is not at the same level. Compare me with my friend, somebody who is with my, say, first comparison is not good, but if you're comparing the like items, apples to apples, oranges to oranges. In terms of your grammar, subject to subject, object to object. Don't do the, I know comparison is not good, but still you have to compare only the like things, not unlike. So here comparison is happening between what she is my subject pronoun, him is my object pronoun. How can I compare a subject to object? I can compare only subject to subject, object to object, right? So error over here is what? C. Get rid of A, B and D. Again the same thing. I told same subject object. If you know how to identify, you can solve all the questions. This also on learning the example subject object you can do. What should be the correct thing? Yeah, you may say you have not told me the right answer. Instead of him क्या होना चाहिए? Instead of him he होना चाहिए. Next one. The number of vehicles plying on the roads of Delhi is more than. So the number of vehicles is fine, plying on the roads of Delhi is fine, is more than. Then is my, again, comparison. Let me see who solves first. Then on the roads of Bangalore. So here you're talking about what? You're talking about, you're comparing the number of vehicles to on the roads. So what can you compare the vehicles with the roads? You cannot. You have to either write something like this. Vehicle, the number of vehicles flying on the roads of Delhi is vehicles to vehicles only you can compare. You cannot compare the vehicles with the roads of Bangalore. See, there you are comparing the, after then also you should have something called vehicles or a pronoun for the vehicle. So here for before then we have vehicles, after pronoun vehicles we have roads. That is why this is wrong. We cannot compare vehicles to roads. You have to compare vehicles to vehicles. Or instead of vehicles, because it is a plural, I can use those. Or you can say Bangalore's vehicle, right? You can use the apostrophe plus S also. You can say then the vehicle, Bangalore's vehicle or something like that, right? But roads, this is wrong. Vehicles to vehicles, it is correct. Vehicles to those, this is correct. So there I cannot compare the vehicles to. So either I need those over here or I need vehicles on the roads of those on the roads of Bangalore, or I need the word vehicles on the roads of Bangalore. Clear? Always compare. Consistency has to be there between what the words are. If you are comparing the vehicle, the consistency should be there between the items which are compared. Apples to apples, oranges to oranges. Clear? Subject to subject, object to object. Now apples and oranges can change. Now here our apple is vehicle and vehicles. Clear? Next question. Everybody who was working in that office, who was working in this office, that is fine, gave a day's pay as their contribution. Now this is a pronoun there. it refers to which noun or a pronoun. See, there should be consistency between the pronouns as well as the nouns, right? So a pronoun, we don't have a noun right now over here in this sentence. There is referring to everybody. Everybody is singular. So if everybody is singular, how can you have there over here? It should be what? He or she, you can say. Clear? You cannot have this. Now, how to remember? Why? I was not knowing, ma'am, everybody was singular. Shall I give you an easy way to remember? See, all the pronouns which end with one, body, and thing. These are always singular. Now, what are the words which end with the one? Like we can have everyone, everybody, everything. Someone, somebody, something. No one, nobody, nothing. Then one more is there. Anyone, anybody, anything. These are 4 threes are 12. These 12 pronouns are always singular. Now, homework. Write down this, what I've written on this part, at least 5 times. Remember it. Next time any word comes with which is ending with one body or thing, like everyone, someone, or no one, nobody, nothing, anyone, anybody, anything, you should know that they are singular. Clear? Because this will help you in subject verb agreement, pronoun consistency, noun consistency. Clear? So our answer is B. Let's move ahead to the next slide. We all are short-sighted. All are fine. Subject verb agreement is there, and very often see one side of the matter. Till here also everything is fine, and our views are not extended to all that has connection with them. Now, them is a pronoun. It refers to, I told you, you see a pronoun, figure out the noun to which it refers. Now, pronoun refers to what? It refers to matter. Matter is a singular noun. So, when matter is a singular noun and them is the plural pronoun, where is the consistency? Can you have the consistency between singular and the plural? No. Singular to singular, plural to plural. So here we don't need them. We need the singular pronoun it. Clear? So mark C as the answer. Let's move ahead to the next question. So point of this slide is singular noun will always have a singular pronoun, plural. So that means a noun pronoun must be consistent with the noun to which it refers in terms of number, that is singular, plural, case, as well as the gender. Simple. Consistency has to be there between the nouns and the pronouns which are related to each other. Although the topic was new, although the topic, what was verb is was, the topic is the subject, new for them. That's fine, new for them, yet they, till here everything is fine, yet they tried to do it themselves. So, for whom this themselves is referring to? Themselves is referring to them. Them is a plural form. Themself is the singular form. I told you consistency has to be there between the pronouns, right? So can you have the consistency between plural to singular? No. It also should be in the plural form. So this is wrong. The correct thing will be if I make the plural form of the themselves. So the plural form of the themselves is what? Themselves. C is our error. So C is the answer. Let's move ahead to the next slide. Next, private companies which profits. Now, which profits have grown? So here itself there is error. We don't have the profits. Now the profits, the possessive case of the non-living things we don't have, right? So we can say what? Profit of what? The profit of which? We cannot say which profits. This is the possessive case, right? We don't have the possessive case for the non-living things. When non-living things comes, we have to use it, this expression. Like we say table's leg. So what we say, leg of the table. So profit of which? Clear? So here A is the error. So we'll mark A as the right answer. Get rid of B, C and D. A is the right question. Next one. One must not think. Who must not think? One. One is the subject pronoun. This is the verb. That he is always right. So how can you one to one consistency? One if you have used one. Throughout the sentence you will use one only. You cannot jump from one to he, one to you. This will be wrong. So that one is always right. So B is the error over here. Get rid of others and mark B as the answer. So consistency. Once if you have used one, throughout the sentence you have to use one only. Don't change. The company is in debt. Is the verb. Who is in debt? The company. Company is the subject and has been unable to pay their employees' salaries. So has been unable. So who has been unable? Company. Fine. To pay their employees. So this there refers to whose employees it is. The company's employee. Right? Company is what? Company is in the singular form. This there is in the plural form. Is the consistency there? No. We don't need there over here. We need ITS, possessive, singular possessive. That's employees. So B is the answer. Let's move ahead to the next slide. But the point is still same. Singular plural. Consistency has to be there. A pronoun must be consistent with the pronoun which it refers. A pronoun must be consistent with the noun to which it refers in terms of singular, number, case and gender. Yehi, this is the only rule which I am telling you. And one simple rule, if you keep making mistakes, there are students, see there are a lot of students who come and tell me, ma'am, I was not able to identify this error. Why? Why are you so careless? Right? You have to be looking forward. Keep an eye for the error. Consistency, I am telling you, look for consistency. You will be able to get your error and you have to be very quick. Next one. One should respect. Fine. Get rid of the religions of others. Fine. As much his. No. Instead of his, it should be one's own. Consistency. 1 to 1. Once ek bar 1 aa gaya, to throughout the sentence, 1 only should be there. So get rid of D also. C is the right answer.
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.